down at the city offices, and we were told if we won Moose Lake Township, and Windermere, that it's a pretty good indicator that you could take back to your people and say things are looking good or things are looking bad or whatever. And so when we got the numbers, I got a call from Trish, I think, right off the bat. And in Windermere, we won by 63%. At the time, actually, it seemed to me like it was higher, but I don't think that included absentee ballots and whatnot.
Right.
So like, oh, good. At least we were on the positive. Then I got to Moose Lake. I got the results from Moose Lake, and it was just overwhelming.
Yeah,
the numbers that I got were 402 to 150, so okay, we're on a good roll. And then in Moose Lake Township, we were sitting, Deb and I were sitting there, and somebody came in with 3 minutes left and filled out their form, had never voted before. Honest to God, took 20 minutes. It was amazing. She was there, I could just see her legs in there, and then she would go like this. We're all looking at each other like, come on. Backside, you didn't have anyone to vote for. What are you doing? So anyhow, they came out and we won Moose Lake Township by 65%.
Wow.
Wow.
And so, overall, when everything, absentee ballots, everything, it was 1409 yes and 863 no. So it was I feel very proud of this. I know you know that, but people keep saying, "Oh, Bob, you did a good job." Yeah, I had part of it, okay, but think about all the conversations that you had and the stuff that you and your unions did to make this pass. Without your reputation or without you guys in the community, I said this before, you're a very powerful group if you're united. And you were united on this, and we got this to pass. And I want to thank my wife. Where is she? We're moving on to our next phase, which is to look at what is this building really going to look like. And so you were asked for input, but you will really be asked for input again. And we will talk to the community. I mean, we have some areas that we need to work on as well. As I looked at the results, we have just Carrick, Split Rock, and Silver. We went down 2-1 there. So obviously we have a disconnect or something's going on in that area. And it's been that way for a long time. So those are some things that I need to consider a little bit. But also, we did very well with absentee ballots. I didn't know how that was going to go, but
Thanks, Shelley.
I looked at the numbers that I got, which were the numbers that after they pressed the button, and then I figured out what the final numbers were. And in almost every category, we came out ahead on absentee ballots. So it was a good night for us. It should be a good day for us in Moose Lake schools, and hopefully we're building the future for children like this. I think that you guys probably felt the same way that I did. That there was a different energy on this particular one because, those of you who've been around enough, like this is my 5th, and it always started off, everybody was excited, and then by the end it was like, okay, we got a handful of teachers, a couple really working, parents helping us, but it kind of tapered down. This one did not taper down. This one built momentum as we got going. And the vote yes people, or the 60% people, were really instrumental.
Yes, very much so.
All right, any comments or suggestions from you guys? Because I got a meeting today.
Dear Day.
Bob, I know kids are going to say when is it going to be done, and I can't remember the date.
Okay, so good question. We're going to break ground next spring. It will be done by the fall of 2016. We should be in it by the fall of 2016.
Like the Vikings. We'll be right in line with the Vikings.
Yeah, so not this next year, but the year after.
That's good.
Any other questions before your?
I actually have one, Bob. What happened with the other school that was in the same
So
situation?
Rushford Peterson actually had it much tougher than us. I mean, they had billboard signs, full-size ones, saying vote no, and they had their mayor against it. They had their legislators who supposedly helped us with the bill sabotage the thing. And so I felt sorry for Chuck down there. As a matter of fact, I thought that was going to go down. They actually, the number I looked at was there was 2,200 votes, just like ours, but theirs passed by, he said, 87.
Oh my.
And so,
Good for them though.
Yes.
honestly, they were in a much worse position than us, 100-and-some-year-old building. So we're very happy. The whole process was odd. The coincidences that happened were odd. But sometimes in life, that's what it takes, is just everything to line up, and then things just happen. So, and I believe that that's what happened here. So, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.